Hello everyone and welcome back to That Engineering Girl. My name is Ruha for those of you who don't know me, and I'm out here engineering my life and sharing that journey with you. So recently, with sunset getting later and sunrise getting earlier, I had to start working out at night versus the morning. Now this is because as a Muslim, we have prayers at sunset and sunrise, well near those two times, and I participate in these prayers. So with those two getting closer and closer and closer together, if I was still working out in the morning, I would have less and less sleep to the point where I would be getting inadequate sleep. And for some, you know, it's fine if they sleep 5 to 6 hours. For me, in order to be productive, I need adequate sleep. And adequate is, you know, ideally 9 hours, but I can get away with 8.5. So that was not happening during this time, which meant I had to sacrifice my workouts in the morning and move them to the night. Now, at this point, I have experienced working out in the morning as well as at night, and I know when I was starting to train seriously, and also during this time period recently where I switched the time of my workout, I heavily researched the benefits of working in the morning versus the night. So I thought I'd pay back the favor, and with the experience now, to actually give my opinion on whether, you know, it's better to work out in the morning or if it's better to work out at night, based off of my experience, of course. Now, I want to preface this before I start with the fact that my opinion is unbiased, because unbiased in the sense that I am nor only a morning bird or only a night owl. I am in fact both. So my opinion is not biased on when I feel the most energy, either in the morning or at night. So it's unbiased in that sense. Okay, so let's start with working out in the morning. What did I like about this? Well, first of all, I loved the movement in the morning. I loved exerting myself early in the morning and just being utterly exhausted early in the morning. There was just so much energy to that. It was just so energizing. So I absolutely loved that. Now, two, after working out, I felt extremely, and I seriously mean this, like extremely awake and alert. Like I could get to work right away. There was no sleep fatigue, no need to ramp up in the day. No, it was like, we're gonna go out right now and we're going to conquer our day. That was how alert and awake I was after working out, which was amazing. I absolutely loved how I felt after working out. Now, the third benefit is more of a side effect to working out, and that is I could take cold showers in the morning and then also wash my hair if need be for the day. Now this is nice because I could compound my time and do almost 2 to 3 things at the same time. So I could compound the activity, compound my time, and do things at the same time. So that was really, really nice. Now the one con that I have for working out in the morning, and it's just one, is that I hated getting out of bed. And why specifically I hated getting out of bed is because usually, more often than not, I had inadequate sleep, which is something that I'm working on. And because of that, when my alarm would go off in the morning and it was dark and sunrise hadn't quite happened yet and there was no noise, everyone else was asleep in the world, mostly, near me, let's say that, not the world, near me, that I just, as soon as my alarm would go off, I'd be like, can we not? Like, can we please not do this today, Ruha? And this was largely due to the fact that, once again, inadequate sleep. So that was the one con I experienced when working out in the morning. Okay, now let's talk about working out at night. What did I like? Well, first of all, I liked that I had energy from the get-go. So I never went like, oh, can we not? And all of that jazz in the way that I would in the mornings, because I found it very difficult to get out of bed. This way I was already awake, already on my feet, my bed was already made, I wasn't in bed, and so in that aspect it was very easy to get myself to work out, you know, grab my clothes, go in the basement, start a workout. So it was very, very easy in that sense, which I really liked. Now, 2, it was really nice after a long day at work or just, getting things done. It was nice to change the context, change what I was doing, and physically move to essentially refresh myself. Now, let's move into what I did not like. And the very first thing that I did not like is that more often than not, I would be tired from that long day that I mentioned. And so in that aspect, not necessarily having sleep fatigue, but more so being tired from the day, I didn't really love the idea of tiring myself out even more because, like I may or may not have mentioned, I more often than not do high intensity workouts. So the idea of just tiring myself out even more and getting that motivation to give it my all, it was another type of barrier that I experienced. Okay, so 2, and this is a popular con that's actually on the internet, and that is external factors, like family, for example. Sometimes things would come up often, actually, not sometimes, often things would come up which would require me to move my workout around in my schedule in order to even get it in. And sometimes, in order to even get it in, I had to actually shorten it, which I absolutely did not like. Now, 3, because this is happening at night around 9 p.m., I could not take cold showers because cold showers are meant to wake you up and get you ready for the day. But I'm going to be going to bed soon at this point, so I couldn't take cold showers for one. And if I did, then it would just wake me up, which was not nice. It would get me out of the, we're going to sleep soon mentality. And then 2, along the same lines, I couldn't wash my hair because I really do not like sleeping with wet hair. So then that means I had to take extra time out the next day or some other time in the morning to actually take a shower, which was, it's not a huge problem in the context of all the problems that exist, but it is an inconvenience when compared to, morning workouts. So let's conclude. What are my thoughts? Now, you probably have already guessed this from the difference in the pros and cons between the 2 options, but I personally prefer working out in the mornings. I just love how they make me feel in the morning. That feeling I have not been able to get from working out at night. That feeling of alertness and awakeness and like, let's go, let's conquer this day. I have not been able to get that from night workouts, obviously because I only have a little bit of my day left. But I love how that makes me feel. And so I will take that. I will take morning workouts any day over workouts at night. Now, of course, I need to work on my sleep, but if I can get my sleep right, then there is no con to morning workouts for me, which makes it obviously the option that I'm going to choose. Now, I hope this video has helped you out because obviously I'm unbiased in terms of energy. Like, do I have more energy in the morning? Do I have more energy at night? That's gonna vary with how much sleep I get. But like I mentioned, I'm a morning bird and a night owl. So that particular thing does not factor into my opinion. So hopefully you learned something from this video. Hopefully this gives you some more things to think about when you're deciding when you're gonna work out. And I hope you had a good time. So with that, I'm gonna say until next time.